Appreciate everybody's patience. Shabbat, Shalom, and all praises to the Most High. Prosperous horizons for those who are in Central Mountain and West Coast time zone. Good prosperous afternoon to those who are on the East Coast, because it's right at noon Eastern time. But as far as in the Central time zone, which is what I'm in Texas, so it's a Central time zone. Uh, Again, prosperous horizons and Shabbat Shalom. That out of the way, what I want to talk about. This is actually a live stream I had intended to do months ago. I happened to look on my StreamYard and seen I hadn't done it yet. Because for those who don't know, I did have some, health scares there for a minute. My blood pressure was extremely high. Was going back and forth to the hospital from August to about November. So live streams were coming at a minimum at that time. So for those of you who have decided to stick around and, stay loyal members to my channel, I really appreciate y'all. But yeah, let me go and get to it. What I want to talk to y'all today about is you don't have to tell everybody how you moving, man. It's we gotta use discretion out here in the world today. Because especially when people can look at you and they can see your light, and they can see that you're really trying to do the best you can to live a life according to this book, according to this word, man. A lot of times that already incites jealousy amongst people. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to really be discreet and just really, really make sure that, the moves that you're trying to make don't get subverted by the enemy. Because the enemy is, he's very jealous. And he will do anything and everything to try to keep you from moving the way that the Most High wants you to move. And I really want to touch on this. I want to get straight to the scriptures on that. So especially with it being the Shabbat, and since we in a Passover season, I really want to get into the word and really talk about this and touch on this. You know what I'm saying? Really starting with chapter 6, verse 1 of Matthew. Even though it's talking about taking alms, which really means, taking alms is really like, giving to the poor. But you can apply this in really all aspects of your life. And it says this, it says, take heed that ye do not your alms, before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise, you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily, I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father, which seeth in secret, himself shall reward thee openly. So, just to kind of break that down, it's talking about doing thine alms, or, when you giving a gift to somebody that's, maybe not as financially fortunate or fortuitous as you. You don't go around telling everybody what you did for them. you know. So applying that to, what I'm saying, when you're making moves and you're progressing, that's another instance where, you don't really want to be letting everybody know, what you're doing and how you're doing it, because we all know that, Satan is very busy, and um, he's always looking for an opportunity to try to keep us from making progress, because we don't know all the time who we telling stuff to, and what could happen if the information that we give people get into the wrong hands. And I want to touch on this. Yeah, I want to touch on this, man. With the example of Joseph, right? Because we know his brothers were jealous. So I want to kind of touch on that. We go into the book of Genesis. Genesis. I want to start with verse 1 of chapter 37, because this is going to really give you the background of this, right? Yeah, Genesis chapter 37, starting with verse 1. It says, and Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. It says, Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren. And the lad was with the sons of Bilhah, and with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. It says, now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he had him a coat of many colors. Verse 4. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. So we looking at verse 1 to 4, right? We see Joseph, this sibling rivalry. I know all about this, man. I got 6 brothers and sisters, right? So, as much as mothers and fathers, they may try to act as if they treat all their children equally, they always got a favorite or favorites when it comes to their sons and daughters, right? So we know Joseph was his father's favorite because he was the son of his old age. So, all the other brothers and sisters, they was jealous of Joseph. All right, so we're going to pick it back over verse 5, right? It says, and Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it. He told it his brethren. And they hated him, what? Yet the more. It says they hated him yet the more. All right. Now we got this dream. Joseph told it to him. Now they hate him even more so. We're going to get into this dream now. And starting with verse 6. And he said to them, hear, I pray you, this dream which I dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheaf. All right, we're gonna break down verses 6 through 8. So he has this dream, right? He has a sheaf which stood upright, and then their sheaves stood round about, bowed down to Joseph's sheaves. All right, check out verse 8. It says, and his brethren said to him, shalt thou indeed reign over us? Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And it says, they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. Check out verse 9. That ain't the only dream. It says, and he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren, and said, behold, I have dreamed a dream more. And behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars made obeisance to me. And he told it his father and his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said, what is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee to the earth? And his brethren envied him. But his father observed the same. So looking at verses 8 through 12, right? After the first dream with the sheaves, now we have the stars, right? So now the stars have bowed down to Joseph and did obeisance or worshiped him. So that's what obeisance is. So if we look at verse 11, it says that his brothers, they became jealous again or envied him. But notice it says that Jacob, his father, he did what? He said he observed or paid attention to the same. So we're going to go down to we're going to continue with verse 13, because this is even though we know Joseph was righteous, even more righteous or even better than his brothers, this kind of gets to my point here. It says, and his brethren went to feed his father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, he said, do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said unto them, here am I. And he said to them, go, I pray thee, see whether it will be well with thy brethren and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, what seekest thou? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, they are departed hence, for I heard them say, let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan. Okay, we're going to stop right here. All right. So his father, Jacob, or Israel, as he was known by at this time, because he was older, this was after he had the dream. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But those who were in this truth, they know what I'm talking about. So Jacob, or Israel, tells Joseph to go down to meet his brothers. So Joseph, he asks a man along the road, okay, I'm looking for my brothers, where are they? He said, okay, they're going to Dothan. They went to Dothan. Okay, so now Joseph is going down to Dothan to see his brothers. Okay, let's pick back up. Verse 18. It says, when they saw him, now his brothers see him, afar off, even before he came near unto them. They what? Conspired against him to slay him. And they said to one another, behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit. And we will say, some evil beast hath devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped out his coat of many colors that was on him, and they took him and cast him into the pit. And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked. And behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels, being spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brethren were content. Then there passed by Midianites merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph into Egypt. All right, so now verses 18 through 28, we see that Joseph's brothers, they conspire against him, and they decide that they want to sell him to the Ishmaelites. They were already jealous of him because he was Jacob's favorite son. Then he not tells them just one, but he tells them 2 dreams of where he will reign over them. Oh no, they can't have that. They can't have that. So they decide to sell Joseph. They wanted to kill him. But then Reuben said, no, don't do that. We'll just sell him into slavery. So they sell him to the Ishmaelites. So, why did I bring up this example of Joseph? Because this example of Joseph really highlights, even though we can be, in this truth, we can be following the Most High, we can be doing these commandments. And sometimes we can make the mistake of telling all these good things that we're doing, and the progress that we're making in this truth. Sometimes we can tell that to the wrong people. We can tell that to people that may not have our best interests in heart. Sometimes those people that we think have our best interests in heart can be people that sadly are in this truth. Do we need not see any further than the example of, yes, I'm going to bring it up, what's going on in Straightway with Pastor Dowell and Pastor Rufus? And yes, I am going to make a video talking about that a little bit further, but I wanted to touch on that real quick. because it's pertinent in these you know what I'm saying, with those of us who know the truth, and you know what I'm saying, who know that we are Israel. You know, Pastor Rufus has been progressing in a straight way. He was Elder Rufus for a long time, and you know, Pastor Dow himself ordained him as a pastor. And you know, now he jealous. But you know, as far as making application of, you know what I'm saying, the example of Joseph and other different ways, you know what I'm saying, let's say, you know, um, we're making progress maybe at our jobs, or maybe we got uh, a new place to stay, or maybe we were able to get a new car, or maybe we were able to, you know, make some home improvements. Maybe we were able to purchase some land. Not saying that you can't tell anybody, but it's, you know, we have to make sure that the individuals that we do tell are not jealous hearted and not envious, and they not gonna feel away. You know, discretion, discretion, discretion. You know, uh, talks about this in James, book of James. We're gonna look at that. Give me a second, yo. Finna look it up. All right, yeah. James chapter 1 and verse 19. And it says, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Mainly concentrating on that swift to hear, slow to speak. You know, we have to be very observant, you know what I'm saying, before we tell people certain things. We have to let people prove themselves to us, if we will, because that's what the Most High does with us. You know, even though He loves us, and you know, He makes everlasting life of, you know, something that can be an opportunity to us. At the same time, we have to prove ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Worthy of what the Most High is trying to give to us. Not saying that we earn it or we deserve it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we have to be tested as through the fire, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just gonna give it to us just to give it to us. See, that's what mainstream Christianity. That's what mainstream Christianity wants you to believe, that you gonna get out. You don't have to do anything. You know, the law is done away with. All you have to do is just have faith and believe. But again, you know, another scripture in James that I like, James 2 verse 26, it says, "Faith without works is dead." You know what I'm saying? You have to put forth some effort. It's like being at a 9 to 5. You think your boss gonna move you up if all you do all you do is the bare minimum at your 9 to 5? Nah. You gonna have to put forth some effort. You gonna have to show and prove yourself, you know, to your boss, to your supervisors, to your managers. You know what I'm saying? So in a similar vein, that much more so with the Most High. You know, we can't just sit up here and automatically assume that, you know, the Most High is gonna give us life everlasting if we ain't got no works to show that, you know what I'm saying, we have repented from our old course and we have turned around our life, you know what I'm saying, to follow the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If we wanna be remembered by the Most High, we gotta have fruitage that befits that, you know. But even with that fruitage, that don't mean we just go around and, you know what I'm saying, brag to everybody and tell everybody, you know, how great we think we are. You know what I'm saying? If we do that, we want to give the Most High credit at the very least. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with us having confidence in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference with having confidence in ourselves and then being braggadocious. You know, just like a video that I was watching with New Breed, you know. We want to be like the Apostle Paul. We want to boast in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We want to have that confidence. We want to have the right kind of confidence in ourselves that gives glory to the Most High. Nothing wrong with having confidence on ourselves. Nothing wrong with being proud of the things we accomplish. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's a balancing act. You understand what I'm saying? It's a balancing act. You know what I'm saying? And also, again, we have to be careful with the information that we give people, man. We have to guard, uh, you know what I'm saying, the moves that we're making very carefully. Literally, because it does mean our life, not just temporarily, but everlastingly, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just you know what I'm saying, what I wanted to give everybody this morning. Um, Look out for more content. You know, I'm thankful to the Most High for you know, allowing me to make it through, you know what I'm saying, my situation with the health scare, and you know what I'm saying, with the, you know what I'm saying, the blood pressure issues that I was having, uh, the bouts of, you know what I'm saying, homelessness that I had to endure over the past few months. I'm just thankful that the Most High made it helped me make it out of that situation, man. Um, but now it's time to get back to work, you know, time to get back to, you know what I'm saying, edifying, you know what I'm saying, namely the Most High's people. Um, I'm about to get back in the lab soon as far as musically. I'm about to change a lot, you know what I'm saying, as far as the music. Uh, About to start focusing more on, you know what I'm saying, what the Most High wants me to make. And you know what I'm saying, really tap into my creativity so that the music that I do make, it gives honor and glory to the Most High, to the Abba, to Yah. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. You know what I'm saying? Like it says in, you know what I'm saying, Colossians. I want to end on that scripture, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the point of, you know what I'm saying, the discretion. You know what I'm saying? Being discreet. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to do anything, we want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, the Most High gets the glory, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says, whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance. for ye serve the Lord Christ. So, you know what I'm saying? We as men in this truth, we serve Christ, the Messiah. And, you know, the Messiah's head, as we know, is the Most High Yah. So I really appreciate everybody that, you know what I'm saying, took 30 minutes or so out of their day to tune into the stream. Those who may watch this on the playback, make sure that you give it a like, a comment. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will post my Cash App, $ Sean the Navigator, in the description once I end this video, man. So, peace and blessings. Love y'all, man. I'm out. It's your boy, Sean the Navigator.